What's up, guys? JV2017 here, and some of you guys asked me what is the best sensitivity to use, and before I get to that, let me explain what you're watching. So there's really no way to test sensitivity. I mean, I could have gotten examples for you guys, but I thought that would have been a little boring. So this game right here is very interesting. What we did is we sat down in a domination game and purposefully let the team get to over 100 points in domination. We let them get to 118 before we capped a point, and then we won the game. Like, this is incredible. I don't know anybody that's ever done this before. I mean, people, I'm sure they've done it, but not intentionally. But anyways, it's a very exciting gameplay. That's why it's sped up. It was 12 minutes long. I know you guys didn't want to hear me talk for 12 minutes about sensitivity. But anyways, so what I'm going to tell you just right off the bat, and what you're going to hear from every commentator that's going to talk about sensitivity, is it's all about the player. You know, it's really, when it comes down to it, it boils down to personal preference. And I'll tell you some of the, first off, I will tell you that I play on 10 sensitivity. I just do. That's the highest sensitivity there is. And I feel personally, the reason I love 10 sensitivity is I'm able to react quicker. And, you know, to certain things, you know, maybe, I mean, I have big Triton headsets, so I can hear stuff. And if I hear something behind me, I can easily, really fast, flip around and kill that enemy. And, you know, who doesn't love turning on their enemies, right? But, you know, 10 sensitivity does have its downsides. You know, you can sometimes get in a habit of overshooting your player, your enemies. So, you know, you've got your ACR, you're shooting, and then you overcompensate, and then you know, miss your target. And I mean, by overshooting, I mean like shooting in front of a moving target. Say they're running to the right, and you just aim too far to the right because your sensitivity is so high. That is the only downside to using a high sensitivity. Now let's talk about lower sensitivity. So first off, when I started playing COD, I started like everybody else on the default. I believe it's 2. Sometimes it was 3, I think, in other COD games. I can't really remember which ones, but yeah, I started on the lowest sensitivity. And then I just saw, I think one of the main motivations, not even just the fact that I could turn on people quicker, one of the main motivations for me to switch to a higher sensitivity was search and destroy and just defusing bombs. Watching people defuse bombs and spin, you know, that was like really cool. I was like, I want to be able to do that. I don't want to have to change my sensitivity to 10 every time. But yeah, so one of the main, I guess it kind of flip-flops, you know. The main advantage of having a lower sensitivity is that your shots are generally more accurate. I know it's kind of weird to think about, but you really don't have that option of overcompensating. You know, it's harder to overshoot your target because you can't move your stick as faster. You know, the sensitivity is lower. But once again, you cannot turn on people as fast, which, yeah. I mean, you know, some people that rock 10 sensitivity, they never overshoot their target. They're just really skilled players. And, you know, you can just develop into one of those players if you just play around with your sensitivities and, you know, find which one's best for you. I got stuck on 8 for a while. I was really enjoying 8 sensitivity. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this blasphemy. I'm just going to kick it up to 10. I think I kicked it up to 10 in Modern Warfare 3. But before that, I was always, I remember 5, 6... 8, around that range. I've always been around there, you know, kind of middle of the road. But anyways, guys, that's what I got to say about sensitivities. But the rest of this gameplay, look at the other team. They're at 192. They're going to get to 194. Look at that, throwing that. Look at that. Okay, so 194. We stopped them at 194 when we were at like 170 something and 3-capped them. And they do not get another flag for the rest of the game. So we effectively went 0 to 118 and then went back and won this game. So anyways, I hope this helped you with sensitivity. I hope this was an interesting and exciting gameplay for you guys to watch. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to click that like button. It would really help me out. And don't forget to check out my Twitter. Links in the description below if you want to follow me for more updates on uploads and also give me more ideas for tips in the future. So, talk to you guys later. Peace.